What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my daily sports picks video. It is Friday. Happy Friday, March the 16th, and day 2 of March Madness. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the games yesterday. A lot of crazy action yesterday. Yeah, let's get right to it. So we had a big 15-team parlay that would have paid over $4,000 with only a $50 bet. We missed it by 3. 2 not too surprising, and then 1 huge shocker. The 3 that we missed were the first loss of the day was Miami. Very, very close game. Predicted that one was going to be a close game that could have gone either way. Miami was missing one of, if not the best player, Bruce Brown. He's really good. But still, I mean, they should have won that game. Last second 3 by Loyola Chicago took that game. So Miami was 1 loss. The other loss was Houston. Houston was in control of the game pretty much from start to finish. Up double digits in the second half, but they let San Diego State back in the game late, and they only won by, I think, 2. And the spread was 4. So Houston still won, but they did not cover the spread. And then the big shocker of the day was Arizona. Arizona losing to Buffalo. I've seen Buffalo play, I think, 3 times this year. Very, very good team. They've been good all year long. Knew this was going to be a somewhat tough game, but Arizona, with all of the NBA talent that's on that team, Buffalo I don't think has any. You know, Sean Miller as a coach, overrated. Arizona is just an early exit every year, underachieving every year. Every year they should be at least in the Final Four, and they just can't get the job done. And this year losing in the first round is just inexcusable. They were the better team, the more talented team. Well, they weren't the better team yesterday. They're the more talented team, and they just let Buffalo. It was a close game up until about 5-6 minutes left, and then Buffalo just went on a run and just took over, and Arizona had nothing they could do about it. So very, very disappointing, because our second bet of the day, our main bet of the day, should have been for sure bet of the day, was a 7 or 8 team money line parlay. We again continue to kill it in the NBA. Everything we pick comes through. We had Charlotte -5 yesterday, came through. We had the Utah Jazz, Philadelphia Sixers, and then we had one more money line in there. All came through. So good day in the NBA. The other money lines that we had in college basketball came through as well. I should have wrote down yesterday's bets, but I just know we had one big loss. That was Arizona. The only good thing about the Arizona loss, and you always have to pay attention to this when you do parlays, they were the last team left. So I was able to put a halftime bet in. Buffalo was up by 2 at halftime. I knew everything else was going to come through, so I put a halftime bet on Buffalo, and so I didn't lose any money on that parlay, on that bet. Instead, I won money with most of what I did in the NBA, so it was still a good day. But as far as this channel goes, this YouTube, it was a loss. Arizona killed it, so the bet of the day was a big loss. Unfortunately, we missed it by 1. You know, big upsets happen all the time in March Madness. I usually do a good job of avoiding them. This was one I did not see coming. I don't think anybody saw coming. That actually put money down. A lot of people put Buffalo in their brackets, but actually put in money on Buffalo, maybe to cover the spread, but not to win the game outright. If you would have put Buffalo on the money line, that would have paid some nice money there. But anyways, let's move on. We do have another money line parlay. Again, it should hit unless there's another huge major upset that I don't see coming. It's going to be an easy 16 money line parlay. We're just going to go with 1 in the NBA. You could go with 2. You could go with the Sixers. They're at home against the Brooklyn. They should win that game. I usually stay away from the Sixers on back-to-backs because Joel Embiid usually rests. Sometimes he does play, but they limit him a little bit. So I'll stay away from the Sixers, but they still should win that game. But Toronto is going to be an easy money line. Toronto Raptors playing the Dallas Mavericks at home. Wesley Matthews for the Mavericks is out. They're a bad team with or without him. So Toronto's on a roll right now, playing very well. You got to love them. Next, we have the rest in college basketball. Some early games. I'll go from early to late. We have Wichita kicking off in about 40 minutes, 30 minutes by the time this uploads. Pretty decent Marshall team. I've seen Marshall play a handful of times. They're very big, very good. But Wichita State's one of the top teams in the country. They should not lose this game. They're a 4 seed. Cincinnati, one of my sleepers in the tournament. If I would have posted my bracket for you guys, you would have saw I had Cincinnati going pretty far. I don't think very many do, but I do. I definitely love them today against Georgia State. I bet on Georgia State a lot this season. They're a good team in their conference. Stepping out of their conference, I think they're going to be outmatched by Cincinnati. West Virginia, this is a very interesting game. Hopefully this one is not an upset because I love Murray State. But Virginia and that press defense, they've had a lot of big games against a lot of big teams. The Big 12, probably the best conference in basketball. So you got to love West Virginia here. Well, maybe not love, but like them to win this game. Could be a close one. Like I said, Murray State, very good this year, but West Virginia is the better team. Michigan State, this is a surprisingly low line. It's only 13 points against Bucknell. I'm not going to lie, I have not seen Bucknell play this year, but I have seen Michigan State a handful of times. They're very good. Should make a deep run if they can get past Duke. The winner of Duke and Michigan State, in my opinion, is going to the Final Four. They can beat Kansas. But anyway, I like Michigan State to win this game. I like them to cover that 13 as well. And lastly, we have Auburn. This rounds out the 6-team moneyline parlay. Auburn is playing Charleston. Charleston's another good team. They were ranked in the top 50 preseason, and they showed, they had a very, very good regular season. They made it to the tournament as expected, so they're a very good team. Auburn is a team that has been very good this year. First place in the SEC, so that's very impressive. They have had some games that I've seen that were really bad. They shoot a lot, so if they have a bad shooting day, it can really hurt them. Hopefully they don't do that today. So I like Auburn over Charleston. So Auburn and West Virginia are the slightly iffy ones, but they should pull through. Wichita State, Cincinnati, Michigan State shouldn't have any issues. And then, of course, the Raptors in the NBA shouldn't have any issues either. So that's my 6-team moneyline parlay. Pays just about even money. For example, 500 will pay 479. So I will be rolling with that 6-team moneyline parlay. Some other games, just to mention that I like. I already mentioned I like Michigan State to cover 13. Butler and Arkansas should be a very good game. I like Butler to pull that one through. It's only 1.5. Texas and Nevada. Texas has played pretty good of late. They're a team that underachieved a little bit. Have NBA talent on that team. I like them to beat Nevada. Shaka Smart should draw up a game plan for them to win that game. TCU -5 against Syracuse. Syracuse already beating Arizona State in the play-in game. I didn't really love what I saw from Syracuse. I don't think they can beat TCU. TCU does have an injury to one of their top players. That's why this line is a little low. But I still like TCU to win this game. And then my underdog bet of the day is New Mexico State. I like them to beat or at least cover +4, +5 against Clemson. And those are some side picks, but the main thing I'm going with is that 6-team moneyline parlay. So good luck with whatever you guys decide to do today. A bunch of games. One already kicked off. Providence against Florida State or Texas A&M. That was another underdog that I had. Providence. Hopefully they pull through. But that will wrap up today's video. Got to get this posted before the games kick off. So enjoy the games. Hopefully you guys had some success yesterday, and we'll have some more success today. And like I said, good luck. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.